Hey, how you doing? It is, oh, that's bright blue. I hit the button. 2017, the 17th of December, 2016. So, um, I, what, was making a video and ran out of space, so I got cut off. Well, what I was talking about was, where was I? What was I talking about? Right, I was talking about the attacks. So I was talking about Dorian Gray, and I was talking about how the Anglicans, use Jesus and they hide their sins in Jesus, but they don't really care or put that much energy. The ones here, okay, the ones involved in these crimes and these deceits and these computer attacks, the ones that have been in this group and were too big to fall, and I got caught, and I'm because I was vocal about it, or pardon me, I caught them. I was vocal about it. I verbalized that they were committing crimes. I verbalized that they were involved in computer attacks, and they're all supporting each other and backing each other up. And there's a group of several people, and they're all supporting each other and backing each other up. So what I was talking about before was I was talking about like laundry, and this guy, the screen door slammed. So the screen door slams, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's either one or two things. I'll just quickly go through. It's either one, he did his laundry because they're always doing their laundry over here. They don't want to pay money, and they'd rather this building here, through strata fees for us, pay extra money for the extra water, and then it's only a few students here and there. What difference does it make? It's the same thing with their garbage cans. They don't have very many garbage cans over there. We have a lot of garbage cans. Each garbage can you have to pay the council a certain amount of money, so they get our building to pay the extra strata fees, right? For the extra garbage cans, and then those douchebags in that building over there at 124 take all their trash and put it in our bins, and then they don't have very many. They only pay for two or three, and then we got to pay for them. So our strata fees go up, and they don't have to worry about it that much. Their logic, I am certain, the property manager says, well, the majority of that building are Anglicans anyways, are Bible students anyways. That's not the point. There's several people in this building. There's 4 or 5 units in this building that are not Anglicans, and their strata fees go up as well. And so I think this is another example of every little bit. See, the property manager is a douchebag. He's an evil twat, and every little bit pushes people to sell. Every little bit raises that strata fee a little bit, and that's what they want. Extra garbage can cost raises the strata fee a bit. Extra money for water raises the strata fee a bit. Have to fix this, have to fix that, raises the strata fee a little bit, right? What they want is they want to own this building. And what they want eventually is to get all the 4 or 5 people that are left in this building and get rid of them. Another example of the wickedness and how these people are not really Christian at all, but that they just hide behind Jesus, and they use Jesus just like Dorian Gray used that painting to hide his filth. So anyways, this guy slams his screen door, right? He slams his screen door on his kid because he's in a rush to leave, I think. I mean, how and then to support that idea, he says, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. His kid's crying. He's, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. He doesn't care about his kid getting hurt. He just wants to get out of there, and he wants to pass by without being seen. Why? So I stand there and I wait and I watch him go, and guess who it is? Maganshi. It's Maganshi. And it was just as I suspected. Maganshi went over there. Maganshi is the same guy that I said he was begging for people to pray for him because he was going to be finished school soon and he needed a job. So please, please, dear Jesus, please God, help me get a job. Please pray for me to get a good job. And he's got wife and kids, right? And that's fine. Everybody has anxiety to get a good job. But this guy will do anything to get his job. And he's supposed to be a Christian in a Bible college. Okay, so he wants to be part of the crew, and he always has wanted to be part of the attacks. He's always wanted to fit in, and he's always been involved. I've seen him do things that were involved in these attacks, and I've seen him involved with the people that are have been with, have been engaged with these attacks, fully actively engaged in the actions and activities of these attacks, computer attacks, social attacks, harassment, etc. So when I saw him walk by with a full duffel bag, He just lives over there in 124. Look on it on Google Maps. I live at 126 Croydon Avenue in Croydon Park, New South Wales. I live at 126. He's like right there in the building, just north west of us. Just right there. Well, I think it's reversed. The camera's reversed, so it's right there, northwest. So, why does he need a full duffel bag? Well, maybe because he's doing laundry. Maybe because he went over there to do laundry and he's picking up his laundry. And by the way, this is an attack. So if you ever see his phone, this is how you monitor his phone and this is how you break his signal. Let's get this guy out of here. His wife is the one that stood outside James Foolfley's house. Maganshi's wife is the one that stood outside James Foolfley's house and said, loud enough for me to hear because she knew I was downstairs and the doors are like paper thin. And she says, Roy, she's on the phone. She's on her telephone outside the door. And she says, Roy, yeah, so we almost got rid of this Yahoo. We almost got it. We're trying to get rid of him. Bit of a Yahoo. We're almost there. I don't know who she's talking about. I talked about this before. I don't know who she's talking about. Could it be me? I don't know. I'm not going to hazard a guess. But the fact is whoever she was talking about, she was pretty malicious towards that person. And she definitely wanted that person out of here and gone. And for her to talk about something like that in public is not very nice. So, I mean, let's just say that I overheard her. I'm not really impressed that she would talk about something like that in public. It wasn't accidental. It wasn't an accidental heat of the moment or emotional slip. She was just being a douchebag. And she was out there wanting to be hateful and spiteful and nasty. And you know what? Her husband's exactly the same. Hateful and nasty and spiteful. They're just like Dorian Gray, these people. Hateful, nasty, spiteful, ugly, and malicious. And all they do is they work to cover up their crap. And they get other people to work to cover up their crap with them. So was he in the other unit doing laundry? I don't know. Was he in the other unit working on an attack? I don't know. For all I know, that unit is very close. It's only 15 meters away, 2 doors away. For all I know, that unit may not be involved. However, I know that unit was friends with James Foolfley. I know that unit has been involved in attacks against us since the beginning and is friends with other people that were involved in the attacks, social attacks, computer attacks against us since day one. So I know that he knows about what's going on. And for him to sit there and deny it is a lie. So was Maganshi over there helping out? I don't know. The fact of the matter is he wanted to leave that unit really fast and he slammed his kid's hand in the door. Now that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so he wants to attack us. Okay, I can't do anything about that. But the thing is he didn't give a crap about his kid. He wanted his kid to shut up and move on. He didn't care that his kid just got his hand slammed in the door. The other possibility is nothing happened and it was just a fraud. It was just a play and the kid was just crying out of acting and he didn't get hurt at all. He was just crying out of acting because I've said before, you idiots slam your doors all the time. Your kids are going to get their hands slammed in them doors because they're always slamming doors. Slam, 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 slam. And always got to be the noisy, make lots of noise and be the center of this and center of that. And I've said to quite a few of them, why you got to slam your door? Are you just going to slam your kid's fingers in there one day? Anyways, maybe his kid did get his fingers slammed in there. And the fact of the matter is he just wanted to run away. He just wanted to get out of there as fast as possible. He didn't give a crap about his kid's fingers. His kid screamed bloody murder. Screaming like terror that his hand, it sounded like painful to me. Maybe the kid was acting, but hello Grammys, you're the best crier I've ever seen, because sounded pretty blood curdling to me. So and what did the parent do? Nothing. Wanted to get away, just wanted to go home. Finally he went back as the kid was screaming so bad, and then finally he goes back and, oh yeah, okay. Well, all he wanted to do was leave. All he wanted to do was sneak out. Now here's the thing. I've seen him before. He runs by the unit as fast as he can. He's like James Bond 007, and there's a lot of these morons like that. James Bond 007, oh, it's so exciting. I've got a mission. I've got something to do. I've got a note to bring, or I've got a USB drive to transport from building 126 to 124. We're mounting an attack. We're mounting an attack. Launching the computer attack were cyber terrorists. Right, mate. It's freaking unbelievable. The point is that he's so excited to be involved. He's so excited to be part of it, whatever it is that he's doing, that his kid gets his hand slammed in the door and he doesn't have the time for it. If you know, I mean, it's not my kid, and I looked out the window and I'm like, holy Jesus, that sounds pretty bad. Well, he didn't care. He didn't seem to really troubled. All he seemed to want to do is get home, get out of here. Walk quickly past our unit. So I don't know. Maybe because he didn't want me to see him. Maybe because he didn't want me to see the full duffel bag filled with laundry that he just did. That's hypothetical if that's why he was there. So the point, pardon me, the point is that just like Dorian Gray, these people who call themselves Christians hide behind each other, hide behind their sins, hide behind their games, hide behind their malicious charades. And for what? I think just to cover up the other sins that they've committed. So I think this community here, these people that I have seen here, they're a lot like Dorian Gray, and they, instead of having a painting, they use Jesus as their painting, and they hide their sins and their wrongdoings behind Christ. I don't think there's anything admirable about these people at all. They're just hateful and nasty, and they're even more hateful and more nasty when you call them on it. See, most people have to go through life and have to follow rules of society, and they do so willingly and gladly, because you give up a little bit of individualism and you give up a little bit of personal freedom and liberty for the strength and of the social society as a group. But these guys are like a subculture. These guys, they don't give up any of their individual freedoms. They keep them all, and then they utilize their subculture within culture, and then they parasitize off of society as a whole, and then they establish themselves, and then they get richer and richer and richer and richer and richer, and they build up their own richness. But really, they live by a different set of rules. They live by a different set of laws, and they live by a different code. I don't think they really feel like they have to follow the same rules as everybody else. I think they feel like they're elitist, and I think they feel like they're entitled. And I think that any sins that they do commit, they feel, from evidence that I've seen, that Jesus will take care of that. And I've heard it so many times. The whole point of being a Christian is so you can have fun. The whole point of Jesus is so you can live your life and be free of guilt, and you can just have fun and a good time. And that's the concept of Dorian Gray, the movie. The whole point of having the picture, the whole point of having that idea or that image is so that it'll wrap up all your sins. So it'll wrap up all your wrongdoings so that you can have as much fun as you want. These people are empty vessels, empty jar clays, empty clays of jar. And the worst thing about them is they point their crooked little finger at everybody else. Their crooked little fingers are pointing at everybody else, and they make themselves out to be so religious and so good. How dare you talk about my religion? It's my religion. It's my belief. How dare you attack me for being a Christian? Well, I'm sorry, man. You're not a Christian. You hide in the church. You're an evil, beastly thing. You're not a Christian. And I think that's exactly how these people view Christ. It's like Dorian Gray's painting. And the whole purpose, and the entire purpose and sole purpose, is to cover up their sins so that they can continue to go on selfishly doing whatever they want to do. Thank you for time, and I hope you don't have to run into these bastards.